downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and of course part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Houston Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Oklahoma's offense in less than ideal position off that poor return. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They had put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Second down and long now from their own 6. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught quickly.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the same runner's got it again. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Sooners are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Sooners trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, with no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Cougars offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And here's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it to the left. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in and stop right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. As with the quarter breaker, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And now the running back's got it again. Not much on that play, brought down short. Important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Fights through the tackler. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught, completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Sooners are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a run to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Pass interference. Offense.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback. Great.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Heading left after the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle made after just a short gain. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Remember, it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch.
The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a quarterback keeper. Great cut there. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. They pressure him and sack him and be tackled inside the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Refusing to be brought down. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back. And instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And they get set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Pass caught down to the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll test the right side here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Same tailback, another carry. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The punt team making their way on the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He's going to take another shot right here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense. The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. They bring the punter onto the field now. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. A shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play.
10-42 Spider.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. 2nd down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. And you set it down after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even at a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first? Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. And here comes the punter onto the field. Just able to get it away. On the return, it's Brown. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Close to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football. Invert.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Wood.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Houston getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. We reach the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution.
Got him. He's sacked.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept
pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator.
Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Houston. No chance to catch it.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And there's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him at the 27. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.